Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Cromwell B. It's a Tier 6 British premium medium tank. It's located on the north spawn of Cliff, and this one is under the command of maniac33. I'm just looking up his name, I forgot what it was, sorry. maniac33 of the WCSA clan. Oh, that sounds like Arnie, or somebody like Arnie. Anyway, the Cromwell is basically the premium version of the Cromwell tank. There's not much difference between a Cromwell B and a standard Cromwell. This thing's slightly faster, not by much though. It's 64 kilometers an hour maximum speed. Now it's armed with a 75mm main gun, capable of doing 135 alpha, and with standard it'll do 145mm a pen. You can see he's gone to the bush, where you can snipe at the enemy tanks as they come up towards the centre line. Okay, our M5A1 Stuart decided to go up the hill. At least he's spotting for us as he's doing that, but I'm not sure how many shots he's going to take as he does. And we've got a T-34-85 going up to get closer. Okay, with the standard rounds, the penetration is 145mm. With the APCR 202. You can see that Maniac has actually decided to put them the other way round. I think that's because he's anticipating he's going to be using a lot of premium ammo. He's landed in a tier 6 game with tier 4 tanks in it, so he's top tier. So yes, it means that he does have to do a lot of work, and he's pre-aiming. Good shot, gets in. He would have penetrated that Skoda though with standard ammo. The Skodas don't have much in the way of armour. And the KV-1, well, I think he's trying to bully Maniac out of that position. Looks to me like from the eagle eye that he actually damaged the fuel tank on that Skoda as he went up there. And the M5 is now trying to fight it out. Okay, T6 medium. No, he's pulled back. He doesn't fancy going up there and getting shot at or sniped at. Got our T28 very close. We can just see the top of the turret as he went by. He is going to go for it. Hello. One into the rear of the turret. Can he get another shot in? No, unfortunately not. Couldn't beat the reload. Standard reload, 3.74 seconds. You can see here we've got 3.38. That was an enemy tank going the opposite direction. I think he was trying to come down. We can see the T-34 is still up there. Okay, no shots on those guys yet, but the T6 medium looks like he's moving up. He's actually faking it. Well, what's so special about the Cromwell? Well, the Cromwell B was the first of the Cromwells to actually make it to Berlin. They were the Desert Rats, the 7th arm of the division. They fought in the desert with M3s and other tanks. But when they came back to the UK after the Desert Campaign was over, they actually were given the Cromwell, and they weren't very impressed actually when they did get it, because of course it's all flat sides at the front, which makes it fairly easy to penetrate. They were hoping they'd get angled armour like the Germans had, but no, they didn't get it. The Cromwell is actually one of 3 tanks that were originally built. The Cromwell 1 was the Cavalier, Cromwell 2 turned out to be the Centaur, and Cromwell 3 was indeed the Cromwell proper. Now this one is the otherwise known as the A27M. That's its designation. It's armed with a Meteor engine, 75mm main gun as you can see, and he's about to go. Yeah, there you go. The ARMT's out. These guys just totally ignoring him when he's pumping rounds into the side and claiming kills. And now he's got 3 kills, just like that. Very, very quick. You can see why he's got 3 kills that quick, though, because he thought through that situation. And he realised that the enemy could be outflanked and taken from their side, because they were tunnel visioned on the guys that were ahead of him. And you can also see the marks of distinction on the back of his vehicle. Yes, he's had quite a few ace tankers and high calibers with this tank. Or is it high? No, it's not ace tankers. Sorry, it's high calibers. Yes, so he does do a lot of damage in this tank. I got my symbols confused there. Okay. He has got shots on the rear of a T6 medium. It's the same one that came up to the center line. And again, he's tunnel visioned, and he's another kill. 4 kills now. That T-3485 is up on the road to the lighthouse, but we can't get a shot easily from here. Oh, there is a sniper in the nest. There's an M10 RBFM up there, and so we really don't want to get hit with his gun. That's a 76mm, but a very accurate one and very fast firing. So ideally, we don't want to get spotted if we can help it. Every time we fire the gun, he's going to see the flash and the smoke. You can see he's knocked a tree down. In fact, there's likely more than one tank destroyer over there. The fact that he has knocked both trees, or one of the trees down, to give him extra cover. There's a big tree at the back which you can knock over. I think he's knocked that one down. At least it looks like he has. You see, we're not the only tank that's actually firing in that direction. I think there's a good probability there is a tank destroyer up there with the M10. But we still can't hit that T-34, even though he's a one-shot. Yes, there is. There's an IKV up there as well. I was thinking about him. And yes, he's taking a lot of damage. One more shot, and he's out the game. And that was it. And he's out. So that's 5 kills now. One more, he gets a Top Gun. Okay, changing position. Use the speed of this vehicle to get in under the enemy. Use the buildings as cover. And then that M10 won't know what's hit him until it's too late. He's doing well. He has stayed kind of in the open though. There's a Hellcat. He's guarding the cap. So we're coming in under the M10 now. And I don't think he can do anything. He is a 2-shot though. Oh! No, you're in sight of 2 enemy tanks. To your left. To your left. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, one of them goes down because he spotted them. Now he's trying to load rounds into the Matilda. Matilda's actually having difficulty trying to pen. He's pumping those 2-pounder rounds into us, but yes, he did get some damage, 336. And the M10 did go down, one of the first kills, once our guys have spotted him, but that was dreadful. Never ever do that if you can help it. He should have actually gone in underneath the cliff there. Then he would have been in defilade of those 3 guys. They wouldn't have seen him coming, and he could have still had shots on the Hellcat from his position without receiving any fire. So should have been a little more careful about that. Now there's only 2 enemies left. Got a Hellcat and the Hetzer. There's the Hetzer. Just see where he is. There he is. And he's looking in our direction, so, yeah. And he's firing in those APCRs. They're going straight through his armor. And that's another kill. That's his 7th kill. He actually got a Top Gun when he killed one of the Matilda. And he managed to kill the last one, and that earns him a Radley Waters. Well, that was a pretty impressive game, actually, from maniac33, but he did lose a few hit points that maybe he shouldn't have lost because he came in from the wrong angle on that sniper's nest. Maybe remember that for future. But he got his first ace tanker out of that game. Yes, he's got the ace symbol, but it's the scrolls underneath that really tells us that's the first one he's ever had. He also managed to get a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 9. He also managed to get a Radley Waters medal because he killed 8 enemy tanks in total. The Comet was the last one. He managed to pump a couple of rounds into the Hetzer to get rid of that first, and then he went for the Comet, who was a little more difficult to see. Then he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, and on top of all that, he got a steel wall because actually he did block quite a few shots from that Matilda, which is surprising, which might mean that he wasn't using the 2-pounder with the Little John extender, because the Little John adapter, I should say, because those shells should have just punched straight through the side of a Cromwell, which isn't that particularly strong. It's only got 42 millimeters on the side of the hull and 63 on the side of the turret, and those guys were side onto him, 90 degrees onto him, and just pumping rounds in as fast as they could. Anyway, he did get a win rate of 6,788 out of that one as well, which is Super Unicum standard. So very well done on the medals and also the win 8. But I think, obviously he learned a lesson there. Stay into cover, or stay as much in cover as you can to avoid the enemy getting at you. Anyway, let's have a look at the team score and see what he managed to get. Well, he did get the highest damage in the game. It was 1,915 hit points. Second highest damage went to the Type 58 on his team, 1,362. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the Hetzer on the enemy team, 1,104 hit points. When it came to kills, he easily scored that because he managed to get 8, which means basically he scored more kills than everyone else on his team put together. And the next highest after him was, in fact, the Marder 30, or Acton ICT, I should say, the T3485 on the enemy team. Both got 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, yes, he got that one too. 1,587 base XP. Very high score. The only player to get over 1,000, with the next highest being the Type 58 with only 540, and the Striv M42 with only 535. So he really trounced everybody in that game. He actually worked very cleverly to outflank the first bunch of 3 that he killed. And then from there on in, he went to sniper mode. I was right about that sniper's nest having more than 1 tank destroyer in it. It actually had 4 in there. Was it 5 actually? Because when he went to there, I think it may have been 5 actually. Yeah, so there was a lot of people up in the sniper's nest anyway. So even if he just sat at a distance and pumped rounds into the sniper's nest, I'm pretty sure he would have hit something, even from a distance. Anyway, let's have a look at the details. He fired only 22 rounds. Well, you actually do get 64 rounds of ammunition. So he was actually quite conservative with the amount of ammo he spent. He did fire 19, got direct hits, or rather did get 19 direct hits, 19 penetrations, but he was using APCR throughout the premium rounds, and that's going to cost him 1,915 hit points of damage, of which 551 were at more than 300 meters, 14 hits received from the enemy, 9 of which penetrated, 5 non-penetrations, 570 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 5 enemy vehicles spotted, 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 8 killed, 1,667 hit points of spotting assist, or no, that's damage assist. No, it is spotting assist in this one because he got the spotter badge, didn't he? He actually suffered a loss, and that's down to the fact he was using premium ammo, but the premium ammo did help him get the penetrations to make the kills. He actually got a loss of 3,737, so it's not a big loss, it's a tiny one, but you can see the ammo cost there, 61,600, and of course he had to pay for consumables reloading as well, so that's where he actually lost all the credits. But yes, he did get a decent amount of credits. 11,427 experience points out of that one. He got a bonus for being a premium tank, of course, but it's actually the reward for completing a mission that helped him. 4,762 for that on this occasion. So yes, a good game overall from Maniac, his first ace tanker, and a nice haul of medals to go with it. I think the only thing he did learn right at the end is, now they've done the changes to the map, it's better to actually be under the overhang where the sniper's nest is, because they can't shoot at you when you're actually down there. And once you've actually sorted out who's there and allowed your teammates to get a bit of damage on them, then you can go around the corner and sort out who's remaining and get the kills. So yes, it's a good game. Of course, this replay was sent in by one of the members of the WCSA clan, who is a member of Arty Noobs, and he thought we might be interested in this. And yes, we are interested because it's quite a good game. And we do like seeing first ace tankers because, of course, it's something that somebody has achieved. They got it the first time, and it's nice to see how they did it so other people can do the same. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.